A little motivation for you. A little motivation for you. What's up, everybody? It's your girl Tiphani, and we are back with another episode of Tips Tuesdays, live rehashed, and we have tonight in the building, in the room,
in the flesh,
Pastor Tevin Ramirez.
How y'all doing?
And I'm so excited tonight because the last time he was on the show, I was sick. So tonight, I get to redeem myself and actually be in the presence of the Pastor Tevin. So silly. Y'all, welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. If you are tuning in, share the show. Okay. We just have more inspiration, motivation, and encouragement for anybody watching the show tonight. So share. Don't be a hoarder of the inspiration, motivation, and encouragement. All right. So y'all know how we do. I like to get things out of the way. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna wait for that. I'm gonna have Pastor Tevin to reintroduce himself because he introduced himself at the last show. So, but reintroduce yourself and introduce yourself to some that may be watching for the first time.
So, hello everybody. Pastor Tevin is here, and I always say I'm still getting used to the pastor part. But Pastor Tevin's here. I'm a pastor of Abundant Life Ministries. I'm a computer engineer. I'm just a regular guy. So. I'm happy to be here. Thanks, it's an honor. And I'm with Tiph today, y'all. So let's see what happens. She said, let my hair down. So y'all see hair flying. We're going to have to enjoy this. So.
Yes, we are going to enjoy this. Like I said, this is just casual, relaxed. We just giving some inspiration to other people. I mean, that's what you do on a daily. That's what I do every Tuesday. That's what I do every Tuesday.
The week.
Oh, and Sunday. And I guess every day somebody runs into me and we might have an inspirational conversation. So yes. Yeah, you got to be prepared. Hey, so that was a good topic. Okay, all right. So we're gonna get into things. We're gonna start off with our. Diane said, "Hey, hi, hi, Diane. Share.
Yes, share.
All right, we're gonna go and get started with our announcements, y'all. Y'all know how I do, so we are going to, what they say in church, govern ourselves accordingly. These are the announcements. The announcements are that if you haven't gotten your merchandise for Tips Tuesdays, we have calendars, bookmarks, and journals for sale. And you really need to get you one of these, y'all. If you might not even necessarily be a writer or anything, but you might want to write down your grocery list in the notebook. Use the journal for whatever. But support the podcast. So we got the journal, we got the calendar for the 2024. Everybody needs a calendar. And then we have bookmarks for sale. $2. That's for one bookmark, not all four bookmarks, but $2 you get to get you some inspiration on the bookmarks. Um, or you can get all three for $25. I added that up and you save $7. Because if
Everybody
you
likes
was
a
to
good
get
discount.
all of the four, if you were to get the journal for 15, calendar for 15, that's 30. And then if you were to get all of the bookmarks, or even if it was just one of the bookmarks, it's $32. So you saving $7 if you get all three. So y'all like to save money. I like to save money. Come on.
We all do.
There you go. Going to get the bundle and support the podcast. All right. Also, if you have not been following the podcast, please do so. Go and check out the podcast on Spotify. Um, you can go back after this video and just hit the QR code. I say screen, and follow on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. Go follow, subscribe. It's free. Just to hit that button, y'all. Free. Free. All right. And then also I got an inspirational album on all streaming platforms. So y'all go and check it out. Here's a little snippet. All right. So y'all go and check that out on all streaming platforms. Whatever you listen to music on, put in Tiphani. I used to have a song. Was it an intro? Anyways, I was like Tiphani. Tiffany.
So y'all need to go.
Oh, it was at the beginning of a song. That's what it was.
This is why they have to go get the album. They need to hear.
Yes, go and get the album.
It's good.
It's very inspirational. There's also other music on there. You might like some R&B. You might like some hip hop. There is 3 of my albums on there. So it's feeling that I have inspirational. Yeah, it's 3 of my albums on there. So y'all go and check it out. Stream it up. Stream it up. Stream it up. All that good stuff. So, do you have anything going on or coming up?
I got a ton. I mean, it's so much going on. I don't even know off the top of my head. She put me on the spot, yo. Yes, everything. Come follow Abundant Life Ministries, ALM Russellville. We give inspiration. We help with our food pantry, Abundant Life Pantry Russellville, where we give food out. We're giving out food this Saturday, Russellville, Arkansas. I'll be there behind Pizza Hut, 517 North Boston. I got to get the plug in, and that's it.
There you go. That was it. That was everything in a nutshell.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Wrapped it on up.
All right. Well, he wrapped it on up. That is the end of the announcement time, y'all. You know, govern yourselves. Am I saying that right? Govern yourselves accordingly.
I think so.
Okay. Anyway, govern yourself accordingly. Those were the announcements. Okay. All right. All right, y'all. We just having fun tonight. At least we trying to, you know what I mean? We work all day and work hard. Why not just chill, relax, have fun while giving inspiration?
That's what encouragement means.
Yes. All right. So we are going to get into the quote of the night. I always like to break the ice with the quote of the night.
This one by HD again?
No.
Okay. He's a poet. If you didn't know it.
Well, you didn't. Well, I'll talk about it in a minute. Everything you want is on the other side of fear.
Right. It's a good one.
This is a quote by Jack Canfield. Now, I
Okay.
don't know who Jack Canfield is, but
He's a
the
great guy.
quote resonated with me. So
It
that's
is.
why I picked that one. If anybody know who Jack Canfield, did it say Canfield?
Can't feel. Hmm.
Yeah, if anybody know who that is, let me know. I guess I could just Google them. But everything you want is on the other side of fear. What I got out of that is a lot of times the things that we don't do is because we're afraid. We're either afraid of failure
Right.
or we're afraid of success. I honestly think that there have been times in my life, well, as far as since I've been an adult, that I probably have been afraid of success. And because I'm afraid of success, which you would think, why would you be afraid of success? Are you afraid that, oh, this might really work? So, in the process of fear and being afraid of success, you don't push yourself hard enough.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like you do enough.
You just do enough. Yeah.
You do enough, and it's like you got more in you, but you are so afraid that it just might work that you don't push to your full potential. What you think about that?
Mm, I got some stories on that. We're gonna have to get into the first one. I remember I do it quickly. I remember my first job coming out of college. I'm thinking, am I good enough? And I first see my grandma was a negotiator, but I guess I didn't take that from her at that moment until it kicked in later
Mm-hmm.
in life. But I went there and they offered me a position, a certain amount of money, and I took the first time they said anything, I just took it. I just, yeah, I
Oh
take it.
no,
That ain't how you do it.
you didn't do no
I ain't doing right.
negotiations, no
You gotta
nothing.
negotiate. So then I went back and I was in the mirror and God spoke to me. He said, "Is that how much you're worth?" And when I saw that I was had fear, that fear was driving me to say yes. See,
Right.
fear can drive you to say yes sometimes, and fear can drive you to
Mm-hmm.
say no. But you have to realize what's driving you, period, in life. So I went back and I said, I don't have fear to even renegotiate. And when I went back, they gave me more, like triple what I even thought.
Same.
See, I had to go back. You got to go back. Somebody, that's a word. Go
I gotta
back.
go back sometime. I might need to go back on my job and tell them.
Hey, look.
I need
Now,
more
see,
money.
disclosure. Hold on, the caveat.
Be
I
like
Kevin
what
didn't say.
Pastor Tevin said for me to go back and
I was
ask for
like,
this raise.
we'll see what happened was.
But I mean, like I said, a lot of people are just afraid. They It's something new. It's change. It's unknown territory. You know, and so and a lot of times we'll be in a surprise moment. Like this is for me.
Right.
It's like, but why not you?
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Why not you?
I had to take that from HD. HD said the other day that you gotta know that you the one, that you special.
Right.
You
That's
gotta
how
know
you
it.
gotta walk in the mirror
You
like,
gotta walk in there like I own this. See, think about like if you went in already knowing that it's yours, what would be the outcome? I mean,
mm-hmm,
things would change. Things would significantly change,
mm-hmm,
and it
mm-hmm,
is yours
mm-hmm.
because you're a child of the King. I mean, and this stuff, it may seem kind of cliche, but it's actually true if you look at it. So,
Yes. I mean, it's a way to do it and not
right,
be cocky about it.
right. You have to help me with that
Like,
tip. You got to help me with that now.
and it's hard to sometimes not be cocky about it. Like, I, rem-
Oh
I
goodness,
remember teaching my
here comes the
niece.
story, y'all.
Yeah. I remember teaching my niece, and this is a good and a bad thing. But I remember teaching my niece, you are beautiful,
Mhm.
and when people tell you that you're beautiful, I know you know. But I would have to tell her now, you don't be like, I know, it's like, thank you. I know. Or I know, thank you, instead of just being like, I know I'm beautiful, have that attitude. Look, you over looking at it. Look. Have that attitude, but know how to have the attitude of grace. You know what I mean?
See, the Lord's still working on me on that. No, I'm playing.
Oh, you looking at yourself. That's what
yeah, see it. Y'all saw
you
it.
know.
She didn't see it. But I'm pretty humble dude. But you know,
But
that
overall,
face.
you know what I mean?
But
It's
I know.
like I know.
You gotta know.
You
I know that I know. Because I remember when I didn't know. And
see,
when you know when you didn't, and you know when you do, that's all I can say.
After that, it's over. Once you know, it's
that's
like
when you drop the mic, because that's it.
Yeah. And it is what it is. Some people will look at you like, oh, he just thinks he just stuff.
And I said I am, but then I had to say, I really, I'm humble with it, y'all. You shouldn't be to the point where you be prideful. There's a difference,
right,
prideful, and so, but yeah, we can stay on that all day.
We could, but don't let fear cause you not to start.
Right.
Don't let fear get the best of you. Go for it. Go forward. Go forward.
Go forward.
Go forward.
It.
I just came up with another topic. Go for it. Go forward. I'm coming up with topics, y'all. Anyway, go for it and go forward.
Oh, I like that. How you
just caught
I just caught that. See, you have to catch it.
Play on words. Go
for
it.
it.
Go
forward. Go forward.
Hey, we coming up with it tonight. Yes, all right, so like I said, that's the icebreaker. Is always the icebreaker for the quote of the night. Diane said, "Yes, ma'am. Yes." Oh, my stepmom said, "Hello, Pastor Tiphani." God bless you.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I love it.
So if you are tuning in right now, share. Hit that share button right now. Okay. One thing I do want to get out the way. Now, the last episode that you and HD was on, y'all, they spammed the comments. I could not go back and look at the comments after the fact of the show. Okay. But I had a good idea of one person that I did see on there the whole entire time of the show. Like they started out with the hashtag wrong. It was like hashtag to the takeover or something like that. Then they caught on and they got it right. So, needless to say, because I do remember that person very vividly in my mind, that person is going to get the merch bundle.
Okay.
So that's for you to take to them.
Okay.
Because I'm sure it was somebody.
I know who that.
All right. So shout out to
my Aunt Turtle, which is actually Aunt
John.
Yes.
Aunt Turtle?
Turtle, see?
Okay, I'm going to ask you after the show how she got that name.
Yeah.
But what's her name? Don. Okay. Shout out to Don. You are the winner of the merch. She might be watching. But then if you ain't watching, you might go back and play this episode. So shout out to Don on the merch bundle. And surprise, tonight we will give away some more merchandise tonight. But I'm going to be more manual with it. So if you are in the comments tonight, just be interactive in the comments. And we're going to put your name right here on the show live. We're going to put your name in there however many times I'm seeing you here on the live, because I can see on YouTube and Facebook, for your chance to win merch. Now, the two people that I am seeing in here, you already have merchandise. Did I get the calendar? Or did she just get the journal? I think she just got the journal.
I think so. So
Yes. So right now it's just two people in here that I know has merchandise. But we're gonna see how the show goes. All right. Make sure y'all share the show. We're gonna get right into topics for the Nice Good Journal. Okay, okay. So if you happen to win, you can get another piece of merchandise. All right. So we are going to get into things. We're going to get into the small and the big jar so you get to see it in person now.
I get to see everything behind the scenes.
Yes. He is seeing everything behind the scenes, y'all. We're going to pray for a podcast studio. Might as well, you know. We seasons in. I'm gonna let you pick. It ain't you see it's literally you see it's literally two.
Yeah. Like,
two in here.
Like HD gets there. Hold on.
Right.
Okay, here we go. Let's see what this is.
Don't forget. Don't forget. Oh, I see my cousin up in here. Hey. Don't forget. All right. So the way we do with the small jar, I start off.
Okay.
Then you piggyback off of me. Then once we get to the big jar, which you see it was only one topic left in the small jar, so we automatically go into the big jar.
The big one. That's how we do it.
Oh, don't forget, y'all. Life. I always say this, and I know I didn't coin this phrase, but I just love it. Life be lifing.
It does.
And sometimes in the midst of lifing, you forget who you are. You forget why you start. You forget why you're doing anything that you're doing. And it gets tough. It gets tough. You have to remember your why. Remember who you're doing it for. Remember why you even started in the first place. Whatever it is that's going on. I mean, it can just be everyday life. We work these 9-to-5 jobs. We work in customer service. And sometimes people can push your buttons. You know what I mean? But you gotta remember, I gotta get this check because I gotta pay my bills. You know what I mean? So you gotta remember.
I feel like the hype man. You know the song.
You gotta hear the hype man tonight, y'all. You gotta remember what you're doing it for, who you're doing it for, why you're doing it, and get through whatever process you gotta get through. Get through whatever it is in life that you have to get through in order to get to your peace. Because that's one thing that keeps me at work. I'll be like, if I could just get off and get home to my peace, where I ain't gotta be around nobody. You just want to get to sleep. That's the peace.
That's the peace. That's my peace.
I just want to get home where ain't nobody here. I ain't gotta think. I mean, well, I gotta think when I'm at home, but I ain't gotta think. I ain't gotta solve a problem. Nobody else's problems. I just want to get home to my peace. So,
I'm translating Spanish, so go ahead.
It's gonna make you start coughing over here. So, when life is life, and you have to remember, and don't forget what you're doing it for. No matter what circumstances going on, no matter what life just throws at you, you have to remember. You don't forget. Don't forget what you're doing it for. What you got? Why are you over here being a hype?
Yeah. Okay, so don't forget, I got a lot. I'm trying to think of the one in particular, and one thing in particular. I remember being younger, and I grew up in the church, and I remember, trying to do the right thing, and it wasn't always right. I ain't gonna lie. Pastor ain't always been a pastor. But the thing is this.
Pastor's kid. Now that's one thing we got in common.
Bust me out.
That's one thing we got in common. Pastor's kids. I'm just saying.
But
PKs.
But the thing is, I remember when a family member, they called me and they're like, "What were you doing?" I said, "You know what? I forgot that I had people looking up to me."
You wasn't thinking about this. You had people.
I didn't want them to think about it. I ain't
Right,
gonna lie.
right. I know you forgot.
I didn't forget. But the thing is, and I had to remember why I did it. You know, I did the right thing not only for me, but I did it to encourage others, that other people looking up to me. See, Tiph is constantly laughing at me.
I sure am.
Because she understands.
I do.
See,
I do. Yes, as a pastor's kid, you ain't thinking about what everybody else thinking about. Because at the end of the day, you like, I'm not the pastor.
right.
I'm not the minister.
Right.
I'm not. I didn't accept the call. No. That's not me. So don't look at me like I stepped up to the call.
Mm.
So I already know. Okay. So since we're talking about don't forget, I'll never forget. I remember, and I can't remember what grade I was in, but it had to have been high school that this happened. And there was a little club. I ain't gonna say the name of the club, but it was a little club that everybody was going to. And I was like, oh, I want to go. First of all, I don't even know how I end up going. That's neither here nor there. But I end up walking in this club, right? And the first thing somebody said to me,
"You saw the deacon.
What you doing in here?" No. Now when I say it was people my age in there.
Okay.
But they was looking at me like, "What you doing in here?" And I was like, "I came to party just like everybody else." Right. They was like, "Oh, like I had to dampen their mood and everything." And it's like, why are you treating me like this? I'm just like everybody else. Right. Like, no, don't do this.
Did you remember who you were?
No, they remembered who I was.
You didn't care. You didn't care.
They remembered who I was. And I'm just like, just because my dad is a preacher, my grandma is a preacher, don't mean that y'all gotta be looking at me different.
I have that same story. I remember when going to. Look, I hope my mama ain't watching. Oh Lord! Okay, I remember going to. It was just kind of like a birthday party type thing. Let me say it like that. I'll say it like that. It was a little bit more than that. But we got into this party and first getting the door, somebody saw me and said, "Jesus in the house." I said, "Oh really?" Oh, but it reminded me to don't forget who I was.
Mm-hmm. And don't forget folks watching you.
I shall remember that time when they said that. I remember.
And you was just marked.
I was marked.
Whether you liked it or not.
Like a cow, just stamped.
Like a cow. But yeah, don't forget. This is what I like about this show, because even though I might be talking about one subject with don't forget, you might have a different perspective of don't forget. You can take that in a million different perspectives. Don't forget. Literally, don't forget. Like, keep your mind sane. You can take that in so many directions just with that topic. So
exactly.
All right, so that was the first topic we're going to get on into today. Let me see what they got in the comments. Where y'all at in them comments?
Oh, my goodness. What's up, cuz? I miss Sarah. That's actually his mom. That's what you're talking about. All right, I'm probably mix this thing up.
Uh-huh.
All
right. Let's see what he going to pull on out of that.
This is the one I gotta do.
Yes, you start this one.
Just keep going.
Just keep going.
Touch your neighbor. Say, just keep going.
Just keep going. Here you go, y'all. Pastor Tiphani.
See, I left my mic in the tray. I should have brought my mic. I pulled that thing up. Now the Bible said, hold on.
Don't play.
Not the Bible. Don't play. Now the Bible said. Okay, just keep going because we going to show out. Let's keep going. Okay. Don't stop, don't quit, and just keep going. Um, you know, there's times where you just don't want to go. And the times you don't want to go, that's when it seems like you really touch somebody.
You're right.
And there's been many a times I just didn't want to go. I went. I remember doing an event many times, and I was sitting there like, okay, I really don't want to go and do this event. But then when I sat there and I put whatever I had going on in my mind aside, and I end up going anyways. Come to find out, when I went there, there was a connection there that took me. See, sometimes you can't see what God is doing behind the scenes. And if you just do what you're supposed to do, no matter how you feel, no matter what you think, see, your perspective a lot of times hold us back. You said, talked about fear earlier, and how that can hold us back. And when that holds you back, and you have all these, I talked Sunday about resuming, and but resuming, there's something before resuming. You have an assumption. You assume, and a lot of times people's assumptions keep you from resuming back to, because I assume that if I try it again, I'm gonna get the same results. But just because you try it again, sometimes you gotta tweak that thing, and you're able to have a different result. So when I see just keep going, assumptions keep me from going. And God is, just telling us through life, hey, just keep going. Just keep going. Now, turn to Matthew chapter 1.
I got the piano.
Yeah, you can see. All right.
Oh, no, I like how you said the retweet, because I always tell everybody, I know they get tired of me on the show. Well, because you be watching it every week.
I don't get tired of.
But you got to reevaluate sometimes. You have to reassess sometimes. Sometimes the plans that we set out, not necessarily is it going to go the way that we want it to go.
Exactly.
Like, we can have the most grandest ideas. Is grandest a word?
It is today.
Yeah, I think it is
It's today.
I'm done with you. Oh, Lord. But no, we can have these grand plans. And a lot of times we see it through a tunnel vision when you think about it. Because you are only going to see that vision from your perspective. But somebody else that comes in, they might see it from a different perspective, and they might see some things that you don't see.
That part.
You know what I mean? So in the planning, yeah, okay, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. But you didn't see they're over here from the side. Here goes something that's going to detour you from where you're trying to go. Sometimes things will detour you, but you can't let that distract you from what you want to do. And you will have to reevaluate sometimes. You will have to have a B, C, D, E, F, G plan sometimes. But it doesn't mean that the plan isn't good.
Right.
You just got to reassess, and reevaluate, retweak some things, like you said, retweak some things. And yes, that's some good stuff. Just keep going.
Let's see. I was ready for her to tune up. I was about to pass her the mic.
No, we ain't going there.
You got to do the Baptist in. It's 12 o'clock. Time to leave.
I'm done.
All right, so
just keep going, y'all. Just keep going. My dad said, "Hi, Tiff and Tiff."
Hey,
I didn't put Tiff and Tiff. I didn't shorten your name. Tiff and Tiff. We might have to do a Tiff and Tiff.
TNT.
Well, see, we can't do TNT.
Why?
Because me and my dad, we already did TNT.
See.
We might have to just do exactly Tiff and Tiff. Or
Tev
and Tiff. Either way, I don't know. We might have another show in the making, y'all. You never know. But no, TNT for life. That's me and my dad, though. Okay. TNT. Yep. Yep. So, all right, let's keep going. Y'all remember getting those comments, getting those comments. We will have a live raffle tonight for some merchandise. Okay. I guess I'll beat this one. Let's see what Pastor Tevin is going to tell us tonight. You got this. Oh, we just gonna keep on reiterating. You got this.
You got this. Turn to say you got this.
You got this.
You got. See, I'm the person they call it holy harassment because I get everybody touching folks and stuff in church. You just, but yeah, you got this. Wow. So, like I said, our perspectives can keep us from thinking we have this. Everything that you need is already inside of you. Can I say that again?
Are you quoting by episode?
I mean,
have you heard that one?
I heard them all, but I mean, maybe you ingrained it in me, my soul.
He over here quoting. He quoting me,
That's a quote from Tiph.
Oh yeah.
Everything you need is already inside of you. Mm-hmm. Point to me like this. Because in there is what you need. You need the bill paid. The knowledge is in there, and you get to use the knowledge to get what you need to pay the bill. I mean, anything that you need, and I'm learning that everything that I need, I already have with me at the moment. I believe that God gives us resources. He gives us the purpose, and then He gives us the resources for the purpose. He said, "I give seed to the sower." So now I'm preaching now. Turn on the keyboard because, but you got this. I want you to know that. If you don't know that, then there's places where I had to be in front of CEOs. And I remember when I first started my business. Let me tell you. I remember when I started my own business, and I was sitting there thinking, God, what am I going to do next? And I remember listening to a preacher, and it kept on ringing in my spirit. Started a business. I'm like, I don't know how to do this, and it came to my spirit. You got this. So let me tell you, I drove on the other side of my state by myself. Like, Lord, I don't know what to do. Mm-hmm. I'm in a ladder. I got a ladder with me. Have my own business, and I'm in Dollar General. I did a contract with them. Okay. And it's actually a healthcare. And I went inside. I'm like, I got this piece of metal up here. I was like, I don't know what to do with it. And I'm like, you said I got this, Lord. Now what am I gonna do? Because this stuff ain't gonna work. And it hit me right in time. This is what you need to do. And I put it up there, and I was like, God, I was overcomplicating it. I already had it, the knowledge. I've done this ever since I was little. Mm-hmm. I put it up there and realized that it was the fear that was holding me back to know that I got this, which is clouding my knowledge.
Yes.
I mean.
What would we talk about in the beginning? About fear.
Fear. Don't let fear hold you back.
Don't let fear hold you back. 9 times out of 10, if you feel like, I can't do this, I don't want to do this, you need to go and do it.
And I started my business without any really knowledge into a computer. I had to get licensed. I didn't know anything about that stuff, but I ended up having to get licenses and all that stuff. Insurance. Mm-hmm. Y'all, when you have to get insurance, I mean, that's something else. God worked it out. He worked it out.
That's what's up. And so a lot of times you'll go into situations not knowing anything. And like you said, everything that you need is already inside of you. I'll say, for example, my job that I have right now, I knew how to go on Microsoft Word and, just the basics. I didn't know printers could staple, fold, punch holes. I didn't know it could do any of that. Now I know it does all of that. But when I went into my job, I went in clueless.
You teach somebody else.
Yeah, I went in clueless, and I'm like, I don't know how to do this stuff. I don't know how to make this work. I don't know how to make a program go through this machine, flip it the right way and make sure it print just the way that you want it. But now, a year and a half later, supervisor. You know what I mean?
Did I hear that right? Say it one more time.
Supervisor.
Oh Lord Jesus.
Yes. And so, I mean, you can go into situations not knowing a lick of information.
But the Lord got you.
Yes.
If you put the effort,
You got this. God got you.
This. If you put the effort in it,
Mm-hmm.
and God's there, it ain't nothing,
Ain't
no
nothing
possibility.
Can't stop me now.
You got this.
Can't stop me now. Huh, what you say? we might have to really do this show now.
I know, right? Hey,
but
NBC,
yes, know that
y'all
you got. What's that?
Come get NBC, CBS. Y'all come get.
Know that you got this. Whatever it is, whatever
it
is.
My friend.
Oh, that's Tan.
Tan, just
what's up, Tan? How you doing? Girl, we might have to get you on the show.
Yes, we're gonna have to. You have to.
Yeah. All right. So if you just now tuning in, share this episode. We are giving inspiration, motivation, and encouragement to get through the rest of your week. You might need it for the rest of the month.
Year.
Well, we only got a few more days in the year now. But to get on over to the next year, you know.
Over that hump.
Yes. We're giving that motivation. So share the show. Not the microphone pass it. Look, and I had one for him.
I left mine in the car. We both ready. I got to back up.
Yes. Stay ready because we ain't got to get ready.
Hey, that's the topic. Is that one of the things?
What?
Stay ready so you want to be ready.
Yeah, stay ready so you ain't got to get ready. You know what I mean? Boom.
I got to do it.
Yeah, go ahead. We on the road.
We
on the road. Appreciate the stories. You talked about this last time.
I did.
You get to talk about it again.
Appreciate them storms. I feel like my biggest life lessons were because of the storm.
Okay.
If I never went through the storm, I wouldn't know how important some things were. True. I value things because of the storm.
Mm-hmm.
You value people because you lose them sometimes. Right. You value things because you lose them sometimes. But when you lose them, as Job lost all of that, he gained even like double, triple. And he understood God. I believe God gives you what you can manage.
Okay.
And the thing is, when we can't manage something in the storm, it teaches us how to manage, and God allows it. I feel like God allows it to happen because it teaches us. It's some of the best teachers when you go through something. And I mean, some of the, I'm trying to think of, I went through so much, and like we talk about the, like my grandparents, when they passed, I had to take over, the house and everything, just do little things. And I washing the dishes. Mm. That was a storm for me. that sink was a storm. Going there. But see, I had a friend of mine named Miss Diane. Mm-hmm. Somebody else. But yeah, she helped me out. And then I also, I realized that the missing the other person there in the house, which is my grandmother, mm-hmm. I found out that I had to grow up some areas. Mm-hmm. And I'm still growing now.
And sometimes you gotta lose to grow.
That part.
It'd be tough. And it is tough, but some losses that we endure in life, that's the only way that you'll grow up.
Right.
That's the only way that you'll see things from a different perspective. After you don't have that person to coddle you anymore.
And that's the thing. Some people are enablers. They run and try to block the storm from other people.
Right.
When
Right.
God is saying, let them go through the storm, even though they shouldn't, even though they shouldn't go through it, but let them go through it, because if they went through it,
Mm-hmm.
they will be able to see the value in things, and they need to learn how to appreciate the storm as well. Like we
Right.
appreciate the storm. So we can tell them
Like
all day,
sometimes you gotta love from a distance.
right?
You gotta let people. You have to let people grow. You gotta let people fall. You gotta let them crawl. You gotta let them, get it for themselves.
Right.
Otherwise, like you said, you just enabling them.
Right.
And
I'm reading these comments.
I know, right? I know. The sink was a
That sink
storm.
was a storm.
The sink was a storm.
I ain't gonna even
Yes.
lie about that.
Yes.
The
Yes.
Lord had to say, "Peace be still."
I'm done with him.
I went to that sink and said, "Lord, peace be still." Lay
Like,
hands on them dishes. I had to learn how to lay hands on the dishes.
You was like, dry this water up.
Wash
Clean
it.
these dishes.
but it worked. I made it work.
Hey, yeah. Hey, but when that could have been your story. You know what I mean? Because in your eyes, that was torture to you, bro.
I mean, yeah. I think because I was just so busy, and what got me is it's still teaching me how to relax sometimes. Because sometimes you got to take time for yourself.
And I say this all the time. You gotta take care of you.
You got to do it.
You gotta take care of you. And I say before you ain't here with everybody else. You know what I mean? You gotta take care of you first. There's gotta be some self love. There has to be some self care. There has to be time taken out for yourself. You have to. You have to. Otherwise, I say all the time, you can't pour from something that's not there.
When I started looking at how I treat myself, I started seeing a resemblance to how I treat God sometimes. I think majority, I think all the time, because if you think about it, I give God, the glory and all that, but how can I give God the glory? A lot of times, um, being overbooked can mean pride in in a lot of times, or um, it can mean insecurity. You think that by your actions that you're going to get where, but if you think about it, you start seeing that if you relax and you rely on God, you still put forth the effort. So I see how I treat myself being resembling how I treat God. And then when the storm comes, it'll make me see God a little differently, and then I get back in order.
Good perspective. Good perspective. Okay, okay. I was making sure they ain't had nothing else in these comments.
They tend to comments
Y'all share the episode. We on the road tonight, and I'm gonna keep running with the road.
Man,
It's only 9:50.
it's already.
Yeah, time be going fast when we on the show. When you're having fun. Stick with it. I always love this topic right here. Stick with it. Let you start.
Oh, I'm starting.
I mean, unless you want me to start. I mean, I got something to say. But
Stick with
I'm
it.
waiting to see what you got first.
Stick with it. I think about, see, at my house, we used to have slugs everywhere.
Okay.
I'm going somewhere with this. Hold on. So my mom didn't care for the slugs. So we'd be walking inside. Now she was like, "What is that?" And next thing you know, my mom will go and get something, and then something comes up. "Oh, mom, I need you." My mom will go over here. She's gonna go and try to get rid of the slug, but she's going everywhere. By this time, the slug made it halfway down the driveway. You know how slow a slug is?
Very slow.
But the way that it's able to move at the capacity that it moves, because it's stuck with it.
Okay.
It didn't stray off that path. It stuck on that. It had a straight agenda. No matter how slow it went, it went.
It didn't have no other choice.
It had no other to stick. Somebody need to have no choice but to stick onto what God has called you to stick onto.
Okay.
Can I get a witness?
Okay.
So this is what I'm saying. Be like that slug. Find that path. Get in focus. Stay in focus. And stick with it. I don't care how slow it takes. If you keep on inching, you're gonna get there eventually.
Mm-hmm.
It may take you 5 years, but like that slug,
Mm-hmm.
my mom can't
That
find it anymore. I said, Mama, leave it alone. It's trying to live its life.
and stop comparing yourself to others.
Mm,
That's where we mess up, and that's why
mm,
we don't stick with it because we
exactly.
sitting up here looking at so and so across the way. Well, shoot, she done started her business and it's thriving, and it's
Mm-hmm.
been 5, 6 years. She booming,
Instagram look good.
and you expect the same results
Mm-mm,
within the first week of you
mm-mm.
starting your business. It's like no, it takes some time to get to
Sticking in
that
this
point,
business.
and everybody goes at their own pace. You know what I mean? So don't worry about how long it's taking you to get there. I'm talking to myself too. Don't worry about how long it's taking you to get there. Somebody may have said to you years ago. I remember being prophesied to, and I see you on stages and I see lights. Now I don't know if some of it was prophesying, but I know some of it was true.
Because it came to pass. Y'all could get a
You
seed.
know,
Get a seed.
but because it's not what you think it's supposed to be, you feel like it ain't happening. Well, yeah, they did see me on stages. I've been on stages,
Mm.
whether it be just church stages, and I mean other stages too, y'all. You know, but when somebody speaks something like that to you, you thinking, oh,
Mm.
I'm gonna be a superstar.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Y'all remember the movie Superstar?
Superstar.
But don't compare yourself to other people. That will detour, distract, get you off the path. Stick with whatever it is that you're doing, that you got going on. Push what you got going on. Don't worry about what everybody else is doing around you.
Right.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about
Yeah, okay, well,
it.
they doing good. Kudos to them. Now you do what you're supposed to be doing.
Now that can be tough.
It can be. Because it can be very discouraging at
Mm-hmm.
times. Because you just like, man, why mine ain't booming like that?
Mm-hmm.
Why mine
I've
ain't
been
as
doing longer than
successful?
them sometimes.
And sometimes you will have been doing it longer, and somebody else will just pop up and they just instant. You know what I mean?
I remember Joyce Mars talking about that one time. She was saying
Mm-hmm.
that how the lady, she was praying for a coat or something like that, and the lady next door, she didn't even really want a coat, but she, prayed for it, and like a day she ended up getting a coat. She, put forth the effort. But Joyce was like, why not get a coat? And then later on, somebody blessed her like with a mink coat.
Mm-hmm.
It was like months later, but I believe that that's how God works, and I use materialism, but God, I was told that there's times where you are waiting longer. If you think about it, a restaurant, you wait longer normally when it's more good quality.
Mm-hmm.
Fast food, it takes a while. Or it doesn't take as long as you go into like Colton's or going to like, it takes like a fine dining restaurant because it's different quality. And God is
Right.
saying your quality is better than, and I
Right.
want to say this. If y'all need to book Tiph, call Tevin at 555. I'm the manager today. Look, they done said the lights.
You think I'm playing? Hold up, we might have to have a meeting after the show.
Hey, y'all hire, call us, hit me up.
Look,
we gonna do this thing.
He think I'm playing. I'm gonna be like my brother thought it was a game. Shoot. Cause
oh my goodness.
Say less. But no, y'all, stick with it. Stick with whatever you got going on. Don't let anybody discourage you. Don't let other things detour you from the things that you set out to do. Set out to do it and do it.
I was looking at fabric. I'm my grandmother's seamstress,
Mm-hmm.
and how fabric is basically just thread, which that seems very simplistic, but it's like complicated because the same thread that you sew onto a piece of fabric is the same thread that was used to create the piece of fabric. So
Right.
basically, one like Taylorism, they took the fabric and they created the fabric, and then they passed it to somebody else, and then they sew a seam on that fabric, and they just basically stuck with the same thing. They stuck with using the same cotton materials, polyester, uh, nylon. I mean, they put all this, and it's like you stick with it, you can create a masterpiece.
Stick with it, y'all.
Stick with it.
Stick with it. Hey, I'm gonna stick with the words he just said a minute ago about booking. Got to get some things.
See, I grew up with men.
I'm about to stay stuck on that because I heard what you said.
I got an uncle. Oh my goodness! I can tell you some stories about some management. Oh Lord.
Hey. With that being said, stay tuned. Stay tuned.
You gonna see.
Stay tuned. Look, that's all you gotta do is say it with me. We're gonna make it happen.
We got to get up.
Yes. So stick with it, y'all. It is what 9:58 now? Yeah. So we're gonna wrap things up. Do you have any other words of encouragement
I first
for our people out there?
First, want to say thank you for tonight and for this opportunity, because I love encouraging people. I want to make people smile, happy, and have joy at the end of the day. So, like I said, keep watching this show. I mean, we have to only encourage each other, but we have to hear encouragement, because faith comes by hearing. And we need faith today to be able to move to the next level, to be able to resume into your purpose. I pastored, like I said, at Russellville, Arkansas, 517 North Boston, behind Pizza Hut in Russellville, Arkansas. If you ever need a church in the Russellville area, come by. Where we don't just have a group of people coming together. We have a family that comes together and works with each other and grows people. We've seen people come from off the street, and they are changing their lives. Prisons, and that's why I come today, to be able to encourage you. At the end of this episode, I want you to be encouraged that you got this. Don't have fear, that you have to stick with it and keep going, because you got this. And I love y'all. Appreciate you, Miss Tiph, for this opportunity.
Yes. And now we got to do one more thing that I said I was going to do. I said we was going to do on here live. I got my notepad right here. We're going to write down these names that's in the comments, minus my husband. And minus my stepmama and my dad, because they have merch. That's the only reason why y'all exempt y'all. But we have in here. Yeah, she can be in there because she only got the journal. Okay. And we ain't playing no favorites or anything like that, but we're going to write down these names. I got some family up in here too. Is it Sari? Sari?
Sari?
Sari?
Singer.
All right. Oh, okay. All right, there we go. We got Miss Tange.
That's my friend.
And thank you for your. Okay. All right. So we got 4 names in here, y'all. And to make things fair, honey, I know you watching the show, so come in the room real quick. He might be on the game.
What was our first time, Miss Lottie? Miss Lottie. How you doing, Miss Lottie?
Oh, look, you barely got in on this.
You slid that thing right.
Hey, Lottie.
She drove that thing like a 757.
She slid right on in there. Okay, we're gonna make this fair because we got people in there. And did he hear me? Yes, he heard me. Good. Okay. I just need you.
You saying, and then I hear it like 2 minutes later.
Oh, okay. Well, to be fair, because I don't want to pull or have Pastor Tevin pull, because we both got people in there. So, just to be fair, make sure I ain't got no other ones. You don't need no calendar. You already have one. Dad.
Did you explain what we gonna do for our previous?
Oh, we didn't already set up that.
Oh, okay.
We just went with the comment that was the most in there. Okay. And yes, which was his aunt. So
right, because she said it like 4 or 5 different ways.
Yes.
Right, and that's what we said. Y'all probably like, who y'all talking to? My honey is right here.
Yeah, I look like the Harlem's area.
Okay.
Right now.
So I done mixed all of these up. The names on here, I need to buy them for sure. Yeah, so if you don't win, go on and support the podcast by getting your merchandise, And all right, so we're gonna do a pool. I just mixed it up. You don't know which names is which. And the winner is.
Oh my
goodness. Damn. All right. We are in there, Miss Barrera. I can say her last name.
Yeah,
Barrera.
She
yes.
Say it. I ain't never.
All you gotta do is like touch your tongue, your teeth, and let it roll.
See, I gotta lick my lips every time I say her name.
Okay, so she is the winner of some more merch, which will probably be like another calendar. Yeah. All right, so y'all be tuning in. This one was just a random one. I was like, I feel like I want to give some merchandise tonight. So tune in every Tuesday, 9 p.m. Central Time. We are on the last, I think, the next 2 Tuesdays, and then we'll be on a break from the episodes. But y'all tune in 9 p.m. Central Time. Yeah, my last 2 guests, I can't think of the guy's name, but I know ending the show is gonna be my grandma. It will be the first time that she will be on the show, and I'm so excited to have my grandmother on the show. So she's gonna be ending our season out. Okay, I just can't. The guy that's gonna be here next week, his name is Jonathan Coleman, and I love doing this podcast because I get to link up with different people all over. That's the power of social media and technology.
Yeah, you had the guy from Nigeria. You had different people all over the world.
Yes, and which we're gonna get some. We're gonna get him back on the show. We just got to get the technical difficulties out the way, and y'all will be seeing him. I forgot his name. But anyways, yes, I love doing this show because I get to link up with people all over the world. I mean, I had one girl on the show. She was in Thailand, or it was somewhere where it was 13 hours ahead of us. So whereas, it was 9 o'clock on the show, and it was like 10 or 11 o'clock where she was. And it was just so amazing seeing, because we had our nighttime background, and it was daytime, broad daylight,
see the sun
where she was. So it's always exciting getting to learn and meet new people through technology. I've even made friends through technology. Keep up the good work. Thank you. What's she saying? Wait. What's she saying? Wait for?
Cause she happy.
Cause she wanted.
She happy.
All right. Yeah, you stayed up because he told you to go to bed. I don't know if you heard that comment. I'm being an instigator.
She's starting stuff, y'all. Oh goodness.
Oh, but yes, y'all, thank y'all for tuning in. If you are just getting in, share the video. Go back and replay the video if you missed it and you're just now tuning in. Share. I don't know how much I can say that. But and if you would like to financially give to the podcast, please do so, y'all. Um, be one of the first. Well, yeah, I'm gonna say one of the first because I've had people give to the podcast, but give to the podcast. It is just me getting it out there and marketing it more and better. If you would like to give some other way other than Cash App, just hit me up on tipstuesdays at gmail.com and let's make some things happen. Let's get this inspiration, motivation, and encouragement out to the world more. All right. So and stay tuned for some things
Right,
coming
we
up.
gotta do
You know what I'm
something.
saying? We're
gotta
gonna have
do
to make some things happen because dude over here, yeah, he animated over here.
Okay, I need some. Y'all trying to get past the trouble.
He animated
Where
over
Miss
here.
Sarah? Because she's the one that always keep me in line.
Well, she must be out of here. She ain't said nothing else. But y'all have a great evening. Have a great rest of your week. And we will see y'all next week, same time. And we are out. A little motivation.